The sun burned hot over the shipping yard as rows of towering cargo containers cast long, sharp shadows on the concrete. The air trembled with the deep mechanical thrum of a helicopter preparing for takeoff. Standing near the aircraft, the glamorous CEO, Alicia Hayes, adjusted her blue blazer as if she were brushing away the stress of the morning. For her, this helicopter was just another ride, another appointment, another deal waiting to be closed. But for Leo Carter, the grease-stained aircraft mechanic and single father, this was different. His gut twisted with an instinct he had learned to trust over years of survival. While doing the final maintenance check, he had discovered something horrifying, something that made his heart pound so loudly he could barely hear his own thoughts. There was a hidden device wired beneath the fuel line. A device designed to detonate. Someone wanted this helicopter to explode the moment it lifted off the ground. Leo sprinted across the open yard, ignoring the dirt on his jumpsuit and the shouts of the security guards behind him. "Stop! Don't start the helicopter," he yelled, waving his arms. Alicia turned toward him, confused and annoyed. She had no idea why a mechanic was running toward her as though her life depended on it. But before she could speak, Leo grabbed her wrist, not aggressively, but urgently, protectively. "You can't get on that helicopter," he said, chest heaving. "Someone tampered with it. It's going to blow." Her face drained of color. Alicia, a woman who negotiated billion-dollar deals without blinking, suddenly looked like someone who had just glimpsed death itself. Before she could ask anything, Leo pulled her away from the helicopter just as a group of black uniformed guards broke into a sprint toward them. Their expressions were cold, too determined to be simple security responding to a false alarm. Leo didn't know who planted the bomb, but he instantly understood one thing. These men were not coming to help. Alicia's heels clicked sharply against the ground as she struggled to keep up with Leo's frantic pace. "Who are those men?" she gasped. But Leo didn't slow down. He scanned the yard, searching for a path that wasn't already blocked. The guards were spreading out, moving with military precision, cutting off exits one by one. "I don't know," he said, pulling her behind a stack of containers. "But if they wanted you alive, they wouldn't be chasing us like that." Alicia felt a chill run down her spine. She had been in dangerous business environments before: corporate betrayal, market attacks, boardroom wars, but nothing like this. Someone had plotted her death, and she didn't even know why. Meanwhile, Leo tried to steady his breathing. He wasn't just thinking about survival for himself. He was thinking about his daughter, Lily, his whole world. He had promised her he would be home tonight. And now he was in the middle of a deadly conspiracy he never asked to be part of. Footsteps thundered around the corner. Leo reacted instantly, pushing Alicia back and stepping in front of her. A guard lunged, but Leo used the only weapon he had, his maintenance wrench. The clang echoed through the yard as metal struck metal, and Leo shoved the guard to the ground. He grabbed Alicia's hand again, and they fled deeper between the container rows. Alicia watched him move with surprising skill. "You fight like you've done this before," she whispered. Leo didn't answer for a moment. His voice grew heavy. "I was military before I became a mechanic. I left that life behind for my daughter." He looked back at her. "But right now, I need those skills." They reached the far end of the yard where a chain-link fence stood between them and the road outside. Leo began searching for weak points as the helicopter's engine roared behind them, still running, still dangerous. "Once that thing blows," he said, "everyone will think it was an accident." His expression hardened. Leo spotted a loose section in the fence and tore it open. Alicia slipped through first, and he followed only for a black SUV to screech around the corner. The same guards. Leo pushed her behind a concrete barrier as bullets cracked against the pavement. Alicia trembled. Leo stayed steady, calculating their next move. "On my signal, run left," he whispered. "Can I trust you?" she asked, breathless. "If I wanted you dead, I wouldn't have stopped that helicopter," he replied. They bolted. The guards chased again, but Leo reacted fast, knocking one down with a steel rod. Alicia surprised herself by throwing a rock that slowed another guard. They kept running, reaching an old maintenance shed. Leo grabbed a flare gun and aimed it at the fuel tanks. "Back off," he warned. "One shot and everything blows." The guards froze. Using the moment, Leo guided Alicia through a back exit that led toward the docks. They blended into the city minutes later, shaken, exhausted, but alive. Alicia turned to him, eyes filled with gratitude. "You saved me. I don't know why someone wanted me dead, but I know I wouldn't have survived without you." Leo shook his head. "You don't owe me anything." But she stepped closer. "You protected a stranger. That means something." Behind them, the helicopter finally exploded, lighting the sky. Neither of them looked back. Sometimes when your past erupts behind you, your future quietly begins ahead.